Living without electricity is the sad reality of approximately 85% of Malawian households. As per 2018 population and housing census, the national electrification rate in Malawi was at 10%, with 37% of the urban population and only 2% of the rural population having access to electricity. Sadly, 85% of Malawi's population lives in rural areas where the national electricity grid serves only 1% of the people. Absence of energy in schools and health facilities negatively affects quality of service, students' outcomes, and staff retention. It is for this reason that Community Energy Malawi (CEM) is implementing rural energy access through social enterprise and decentralization EASE project in Malawi, which runs from October 2018 to March 2023 with funding from the Scottish Government. EASE aims at increasing access to sustainable energy for rural communities in Dedza and Balaka, thereby enabling economic development and improved livelihoods.
The Rural Energy Access through Social Enterprise and Decentralization Project, in short we call it EASE, is a project that is financed by the Scottish Government and is jointly implemented by University of Strathclyde as the lead partner, Community Energy Malawi and Energy Purpose as the in-country implementing partners. On our part as Community Energy Malawi, we are in Dedza and Balaka, where we've deployed 2 energy officers to blueprint the role of district energy officer that should in the process inform the rolling out of the same as reflected in the national energy policy. We are also going to deploy what we call energy hubs, which essentially will be an energy service providing energy for irrigation, cold storage, and improving marketing for farmers. All in all, our goal is to improve citizen agency in energy issues through the work of the district energy officers by making sure that we sensitize the masses so that they demand and also initiate their own energy services to meet their different energy needs.
The identified energy challenges will be addressed through a community-centered approach that works with stakeholders and existing structures to deploy holistic, sustainable solutions to the complex energy challenges experienced by poor and vulnerable people. We are at Mpinu Modzi Primary School in Group Kuntiani, Traditional Authority Kalembo in Balaka District, where Community Energy Malawi installed a solar-powered water pumping system to assess the benefits of solar water pumping for potable water as compared to AFIDEV manual pump. Before the installation of the solar-powered water pumping system, there was severe overcrowding at the water point, which caused long queues and therefore sometimes took many hours to collect water. Apart from that, water supply was very low during the dry season, requiring the manual system to be regularly maintained.
Pamene masola twakugwira ntchito kumachita force mazi kuti atuluke akumabwera mosistika kunja ukakhala mitambo. Panopo chimene ndikuchiona ndichoti nthambo zimene zagwiritsidwa ntchito zakhalisa paka nakhala kuti mabungwe alipo akanatithandizira kuti atiyikire nthambo zina zanyuwani ziyambenso kugwira ntchito ngati kale. Komanso kwenikweni mabungwe atatiganiza ngati kutiyikira batire ndikuti mazitizi mwa nthawi ina iliyonse mosavuta. Koma ndithu ndi chitukuko cha mphamvu moti zuwa likamawala timamwa madzi amphamvu moti azimayi sakumachedwanso kubwera ku madzi.
There is a clear need for electricity services in sub-Saharan Africa households. Electricity can be used at the household level for cooking, lighting, water pumping, among others. Baxter Mukito is a teacher at Mpinu Modzi Primary and explains how solar-powered electricity has changed his life.
Pano tili pano ndi pa nyumba yomwe ndi school pa mamba pa pali solar yomwe inavekedwa ndi community energy. Solar imeneyi imatithandiza muzambiri monga ngati kuunikira usiku mama amakaika phunzitsi timathandizika polemba ma lesson plan konzekera ntchito ya mmawa kuntchito ana mwina pokhomo kuti akhazike pakumana amaonera zoonera nyumbamo anso kuchaja mafoni timatazopeza sondalama kuchokera kumphamvu ya solar imeneyi.
Solar-powered electricity can also be used for income-generating activities in rural areas to support vulnerable groups like women who are not connected to the national grid. Rose Banda is a widow who lives at Kwisa in Balaka and raises slayers as a business. She is not connected to the national grid, Hence, she contacted the community Energy Malawi trained local renewable energy technician who installed a solar-powered electricity system which she uses for lighting the kitchen house and her home.
Naganiza zopanga business ya mazira. Medapanga dafufuza kaya amasola. Tidapeza nyamata wa Community Energy Malawi. Tinakagula zipangizo za masolazo. Ndikubweretsa ndipo anatsatimangirira china chilichonse. Magetsi amene wawa amandithandiza ifo tupanda magetsiwa basi nkhuku zisizingakhala.
Community Energy Malawi also provides linkages between consumers and suppliers of energy products. It is in this vein that Fellow Kambiri became a solar energy agent who was trained by Community Energy Malawi and sells solar devices to the community.
Tidakhala agent chifukwa choti titaphunzitsidwa ndi a Community Energy Malawi tidalowa mmodzi kukafotokozera momwe tingagwiritsire ntchito zinthu zokhudzana ndi renewable energy. So titatero chifukwa choti anthu ambiri amamvetsetsa mmene timafotokozerera ndiye polumikizana ndi anzathu amene tikugwira nawo ntchito a Community Energy Malawi adathandizira kuti tilumikizitsa ndi awiteki kupanga ubale onena kuti ine ndidzigulitsa kuno masola ochipawa kuti anthu ofuna adzipezera pafupi kuti mwina kumene kumapezeka masola ndikutali. Ubwino wa masola ndionena kuti 1 chilengedwe, so sipakhala kuononga chilengedwe 1. 2 umakhala ngati ukupangitsa ngati pa family ndalama ukuseva. Ifoti ukangogula tochija kamodzi ukhala ukugwiritsa kwa nthawi yayitali choncho ili ngati njira imodzi yotetezeraso ndalama za wanthu kumudzi.
One of the highlights of the EASE project in Balaka is the installation of an energy hub in Traditional Authority Jakanza, which will be pumping water from the Shiro River into canals to irrigate the 20-hectare Nakatale irrigation scheme, which benefits 130 smallholder farmers. Climate change caused water level in the Shiro River to drop, leaving the canals lying higher than water level. The scheme was on the brink of collapse because the peasant farmers could not afford fuel for diesel-powered irrigation pumps.
Kuchoka nthawi imene yoyo kufikira mu 2013 kunapezeka kuti nyanja inali yokwera timalima nkumakolola. Koma kuchoka 2013 kufika 2017 kunapezeka kuti nyanja inatsika. Ndipo kutsika kwa nyanja kunatipezesa mavuto akulu moti ngalande zathu zinali mwamba, nyanja inali m'munsi. Motero mutimavutika kuti tipindule chifukwa timati tikalima mbewu zimauma kusowa madzi chifukwa cha kuuma kwa ngalande zathu. Community Energy of Malawi anabwerapo kuzaona ndimene alili kanalo wathu ndikuona nyanja mmene ilili, anatengapo mbali yoti atakutithangatira kuchosa madzi kunyanja ndikusiya ngalande ndicho linga choti tithe kupindula. Timalima chimanga, timalima sabola, terere, mabilingano, nkhaka, tomato, anyizi. Mbewu zonsezi zimatithandizira kupeza chakudya chathu ndi kupeza phindu loti lizithandizira m'mabanja mwathu.
Balaka District Council is all smiles because the EASE project has eased some of the renewable energy challenges in the district. Darwin Mgoli is the Director of Administration at Balaka District Council and explains more.
For Balaka, we have welcomed the EASE project gladly because currently we are having some challenges with the renewable energy. So the coming in of EASE project, we are going to have minimal challenges if any will be there.
Ngoli's counterpart in Dedza is Yohane Biles and explains that mainstreaming energy has been made easier because of the capacity building component in the project.
We have welcomed the project in a way that it is filling the gaps that we already had. To begin with, we never had energy officers in the district, and it was very difficult to mainstream issues of energy in our planning. If you could check our DDP, district development plan, you may not find a lot about energy. But with the coming this project, it's now easier to mainstream this into the project because there is an issue of even capacity building.
Through energyscaping, direct engagement with stakeholders like the National Initiative for Civic Education NICE Trust, among others, has been initiated. Henry Zekaria is Balaka NICE officer and explains how his office is helping in mainstreaming renewable energy issues in the district.
Community Energy Malawi have trained our volunteers, starting with the area civic education coordinators, the para-civic educators, and the zone coordinators. They were trained in how they can mainstream renewable energy issues in our implementation of the projects. So as the volunteers, whenever they are in the field doing the nice activities, they also share with the community members the information on the renewable energy.
For the EASE project to make the kind of strides it has achieved within a short period, Community Energy Malawi relied on government departments such as Community Development Office to reach out to the communities. Karo Nyalugwe is an assistant community development officer and explains how his office was involved.
Through this project, we have been working together since 2017 up to now, of which they have done a number of activities on the ground. One of the activities that they have been doing is to facilitate the training of essential workers on the ground. In our DPP as a council, we have the issues of energy, where the communities are demanding renewable energies in their projects whenever they are supported from the council.
His counterpart in Dedza also outlines how the council worked with Community Energy Malawi in the project.
We've been working with the Community Energy Malawi in doing a lot of things, but the most successful things that Community Energy Malawi has done is to build capacity in us as executive committee for Tie Kasumbu. So we also took that opportunity to train the villages on different things. One of them was to sensitize the communities on how they can integrate energy issues into village action plans.
This project's overall objective is to increase access to sustainable energy for rural communities in Dedza and Balaka districts, thereby enabling economic development and improved livelihoods. Louis Yona is Community Energy Malawi District Energy Officer for Balaka.
You agree with me that the interventions that are being done by this project are not so common. And most of the structures that we work with, they have accepted that energy is the main challenge, and the coming in of this project has brought in officers that are able to provide information on energy. So in general, this project is making a huge impact in both districts. We would like to see the socio-economic profile of both the community around Nagadale as well as Balaka being improved due to the energy supplied by the energy hub.
His counterpart in Dedza, Srida Nyirenda, talks more about the project in Dedza district.
In Dedza, communities are able to include energy projects in their village area planning. This happens through training frontline officers and nice volunteers on how they can mainstream energy in their village area planning. And also we train local technicians. They are able to maintain some systems, and some are able to install some systems in their areas.
No country can develop by holding its majority in the dark. Power to the people must mean delivering power to all of the people. Decentralized energy solutions can help deliver these ambitions, reaching out to the most vulnerable members of society, enabling entrepreneurs and empowering women in rural communities. As people of Balaka and Dedza districts are hopeful of brighter days and nights powered by renewable energy, it is prayed that Community Energy Malawi and its project partners will continue championing the fight against energy inequality.